important is the 7-day process in the big picture, Lou, moving forward as the organization gets a little older?
Well, first of all, it's important to get all the players here and just get them knowledge of exactly what it's all about. And then a chance to look at some free agents, and we'll have a meeting later on to see if there's any people that we bring back to training camp.
What are we to read into, if anything, that the free agents beat the draft picks?
Oh, I don't think you'll read into that at all. I think just, look at both lineups. I think they were fairly even, quite frankly, as far as, the people, as far as the forwards go. And if we had just two of our forwards, Grunstrom and so forth, I think you'd see a bigger difference.
Last year, Trevor Moore makes an impact in Garner's contract, so there's importance here, obviously, for somebody to open your eyes and maybe find a way into the organization.
No question. We'll talk about it a little later. Right now, we'll just digest everything that's transpired and have a chance also to talk to the people that we did draft this year that weren't at the draft, and just make sure that their summer is, being done the way it should be.
Can you give us an update on Bracco and Wall? We can see them, obviously.
Yeah, Bracco has a case of mono at this point, so that'll be just a little while in recovery, and Hall just had a hamstring that was not serious, and we didn't want to take a chance at all.
Do you see it as a setback for Bracco to have missed this camp, given everything, or most of this camp, given everything you go over here with prospects?
Well, I don't look at it as a setback unless it takes longer than it should, because we know what he can do, but his summer training is very, very important. So hopefully he can get at that as quickly as he can.
Jack Walker was a late round pick last year. Is he no longer? He's at Minnesota's camp? Can you explain how that whole thing works?
Sure. We did not qualify him on the date of June 30th, so he was a free agent.
What are your thoughts on Adam Brooks, and what are your expectations for him in his first year as a pro?
Well, there's no question of his abilities. All you have to do is look at his record in junior. So he'll come to the Mollies, and it'll take a little time. There's no question as far as it's a jump. I mean, the American Hockey League is a good league, but we expect him to do well.
What did you see in Liljegren, and what's kind of his status? I know he's got a year left in his contract in Sweden. What would you like to see happen with him?
Well, as far as what we saw exactly what we thought we would. An outstanding skater and great poise out there. And I was impressed with him not taking chances or trying to be impressive, because he's a rushing defenseman. And I thought that he was very poised and did all the little things. So we're extremely happy with him. We'll make a decision as far as what his future is in a short period of time.
Igor Korshkov is a pick from last year that we haven't seen in development camps here. Can you provide an update on him and how he's doing overseas in the KHL?
Oh, he's doing fine. He's in training, so we haven't seen him certainly other than a year or so ago. So I couldn't tell you at that point. Once we get him here, we'll know more.
There's a number of young prospects who've maybe gone home for a bit, but they've come back to Toronto. As a credit to the facilities you have here in the organization support to have them here in the summertime working together toward the fall?
Yes, well, we're fortunate that the way the rules are now that they can work out, but have them here. The facility, as you said, is just exceptional. As I said a couple of years ago when I came here, I was extremely impressed, and I'm more impressed each day. We added, a shooting room, and we have a lot of little things that give players an opportunity to get better.
Back to Liljegren, I know you said you're going to make a decision on him later. Is everything on the table with him, or are there limited possibilities? And by that I mean, is North American Junior a possibility, North American Pro a possibility, European?
He'll do one of two things. He'll either go back to Europe and play, or he will play with the Mollies.
Okay.
He will not go to junior.
Any updates on the injuries to Gauthier and Roman Bola?
They're both rehabbing. As far as they're on date, as far as what the doctors tell me, they were both serious injuries, as we all know. So I haven't heard of any setbacks. I think that's the only information I could give.
Can you give us an update on Connor Brown, where things stand with him?
Well, as I said, we'll have him, in training camp. We'll do everything we can to get that done as quickly as we can.
Can you share whether you've asked for long-term injury relief for the summer, or is that a wait and see cross that bridge? when
We
we
are
come
in
to it?
long-term injury.
Okay.
Clubs announced they're going back to Niagara Falls rookie development camp a year ago. How important was that experience to go there for a few days in September?
Well, first of all, you know, being there myself, I thought it was just a great facility, both not only the ice pads, but also where the living quarters were. It's in a great area, and I think that it was a great experience going to Halifax also. I think it's great for the players to get away, get to know each other, interact with the fans. So we're looking forward to it, and being so close makes it even more enticing.
Is there a rough idea of numbers in terms of the tryouts or the invites that might go to rookie camp?
No, you know, that's what we're going to do later on this afternoon, as far as decide just who, how many. You know, it's always a discussion, because everybody has opinions.
Just to throw it in, like Totora, for example, was one of the kids who looked pretty good here in a tryout situation. What do you think of watching him and what he did the last couple of days?
Who's that?
Jake Totora.
Well, he played well. He played very well. He's going to school. He's going to college. He's going to Boston College. In fact, I talked to his coach today.
You guys did things a little differently this year. Scott was saying that you wanted a bigger camp for a variety of reasons. Did you enjoy the large number of players? Does that work for you, or you might revisit that next year?
No, I thought it worked out great. I thought that Kyle and Scott Peller and Sheldon Keefe did a great job of organizing the camp, putting it together and doing all the little things. I thought it couldn't have run any more smoothly. And, you know, we had concerns about the busing in from the hotel, but that worked out great.
You added Hainsey, you added the two Swedes, and you expect Dermott to compete for a spot in training camp. Are you satisfied with the state of your defense going into training camp?
We are today, and I'll let you more know later on when training camps ended.
Any personnel moves in terms of, I think the Marlies still have to add an assistant coach. Is there any other movement in terms of people in charge of player personnel or anything like that this summer?
The Marlies will be certainly adding an assistant coach. You know, when that decision comes, you'll be known.
How about you? Any news on you?
We don't talk about me. We know, you know that.
I had asked them one question.